There might be a reason Michelle Duggar never mentions her many siblings. Michelle Duggar has multiple siblings that her reality TV followers may not have known existed, but there are a few reasons the family isn't close. There's no question the Duggar family has been controversial since they first appeared in TLC's reality show lineup. Interestingly, only patriarch Jim Bob Duggar's family was ever publicly involved or mentioned while the show was on the air. From his cousin Amy, who later dragged her brother for his inaction regarding Josh's bad behavior, to his late mother, whose death garnered very few headlines, viewers always knew more about Jim Bob's family than his wife's. The only mention most viewers heard of Michelle's family was when the family adopted Tyler Hutchins, Michelle's grandnephew. It turns out there might be a reason, or numerous reasons, why Michelle never spoke about her family or involved them in the spotlight during the family's run on TLC. Does Michelle Duggar have siblings? When Jim Bob and Michelle earned their reality TV fame, it was due, in part, to their heartwarming origin story. The tale goes that Jim Bob and Michelle met, fell in love, and after an early miscarriage, decided to embrace a religious outlook that meant they would have as many children as they were given. To hear them tell it, the Duggars were stepping out of mainstream society, which they considered harmful, and doing right by their beliefs and their children in the way they lived. Both Jim Bob and Michelle talked about how they each had different values before their marriage, and that their beliefs evolved. At that point, viewers might have wondered what both Duggars' backgrounds were, given that there are old photos of Michelle wearing a cheerleading uniform and looking very normal. It turns out Michelle did have a relatively normal childhood, complete with 6 older siblings. She was the last child, with older siblings Garrett Jr., Pamela, Frida, Evelyn, Kathy, and Carolyn. The great-nephew that Michelle and Jim Bob adopted is the grandson of Carolyn Hutchins. It's said that Michelle's family moved to Ohio around the time she graduated high school, but that she stayed behind in Arkansas to marry Jim Bob. How old was Michelle Duggar when she married Jim Bob? When Michelle Annette Ruark met Jim Bob Duggar, she was a recently converted Christian after attending public school and not being outwardly religious at all through high school. The two were married in July 1984, right after Michelle's high school graduation. Michelle, who was born in September 1966, would not have been 18 yet at the time of the wedding. Jim Bob would have turned 19 a few days before the wedding. Though it seems Michelle's family supported her marriage to Jim Bob, fans who watched 19 Kids and Counting may not have any idea who the family members are because they never appeared on the show. It turns out there might be a very specific reason why Michelle doesn't involve her family in her personal life or her reality TV fame. Michelle reportedly has a gay sister. The simplest explanation for why Michelle's family has never been on TV with her might be that they were not interested in publicity. After all, the Duggars do not have a great reputation, especially in the town in Arkansas where they live. Although Michelle grew up in Arkansas with her siblings, proximity didn't seem to lead to close family ties. There might be another factor at play, though. Sources report that Michelle's older sister Evelyn Ruark is a lesbian. In a 2014 article, Daily Mail claimed that Michelle's sister Evelyn had been with her long-term partner Sharon Callahan for years and that the Duggars' beliefs were a source of contention between the sisters. The publication noted that the Duggars, who are quite open about their intolerance toward homosexuality, may have chosen not to remain connected to Evelyn. However, Evelyn briefly appeared in early footage of 19 Kids and Counting when the Duggars had a get-together with Michelle's siblings and her dad. Of course, the episode didn't mention Evelyn's partner at all, and no one saw Michelle's family again after that. Further, Daily Mail suggests a source says the Ruark family was not strongly religious, and Evelyn was quoted as being worried about her sister's choice to embrace her chosen religion. That's all for today's video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.